What up, everybody? Charlie B back in the building. Did you miss me? Got another reaction. Everybody welcome. This Bizarroville. My bad. Skip that part. I'm ready to get into this one. Because you know we got to do it the way Charlie B do it. You know what I'm saying? Voiceovers. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed.
Yeah, Tam. Get out here. You got something to prove. The boys washing these pants. Last time you showed these pants, they was dirty. I don't know why you always messing with me. Get out here, girl. I'm coming, Tam. Why are you on my back so much when the camera is supposed to be up? I could cut all this out when I want to. Hey, now, what you doing with that? I'm about to make some LAMBGHETTI, Tam. Ain't no... What is LAMBGHETTI, girl? You know what LAMBGHETTI is, but I'm just saying everybody else don't tell them. You know that's how I talk to you. All right, Tim. Well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, instead of, like ground beef, I'm going to use ground lamb, and we going to make this all right. All right, girl. That's what we usually be eating in here. Anyway, we trying to get away from the pork because the peanut game all on your back. I got it. We gonna answer a lot tonight in this one. They just said you're nasty. You need to be washing your hands. So make sure you do that. I will, Tim. How many noodles you cooking, girl? You getting that pot ready for like you cooking for an army. Tim, I just want to make it look good. It's the cleanest pot we got, and I don't want nobody talking about how my pots is dirty. Remember, you just said we got to act like we clean in here. Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. You want it, girl. Don't let me confuse you. You know what you doing, Betty Crocker. Let's go. All right, now what we gonna do after this? Tim, I just put the water in the pot. Can you just back up a little bit? How can I back up and get the content if I'm backed up over there? I don't know, but you breathing that breath in my face is really getting bad. Girl, don't be talking about my breath. My breath is okay. Oh, y'all like it. Y'all love everything about me. Okay, Megan, now, what you gonna do with all that? That's all you put in there? Just pray go. Well, Tim, I don't need to put all the vegetables in it. No, let's load it up, make it look good, girl. Where the onions, where the bell pepper. Hey, even throw some mushrooms in there. You know what I'm saying? Well, Tim, you know when I add all that, I don't even know how to tell you that. Just say it, girl. What you talking about? When I add all them vegetables, Tam, you know your drawers be looking like Benjamin's diaper. And I'm just saying, I'm not trying to be... Girl, don't be talking about it's your job to get the stains out. It's your job. And can I just ask you a question? You ain't gonna drain none of that blood or nothing off that meat. And why'd you just sit in them packs of meat all in the pan and just... Girl, what are you doing? Charlie B gonna be all over this. I don't care what Charlie B gonna be all over. You supposed to be my man, but you ain't man enough to even call the brother's name out when you be talking about him. Sneak dissing and sneak slip trying to say something about the brother. Oh, now he your brother? I'm just saying, everybody my brother in Christ, right, Tim? Supposed to be. Not on this farm. He ain't your brother, your cousin, nobody. You don't even mess with your family. You should know better than that. Now, yeah, get them hands washed, girl. They can't say you nasty tonight. Tim, why you talking about me being nasty? I'm just saying, I'm gonna cut it out. Ain't nobody gonna hear this. Calm down. You know I'm the editing master. Tim, you be slipping up a lot, throwing in stuff like my comb over the last time. Girl, don't be giving me no mouth. I don't want to hear nothing. You just come over here. Oh, yeah, you back to your pork pig seasonings, right? Yeah, all the stuff you contaminated with your ribs and stuff when I was grilling. Okay, that's up to you, man. But I'm just saying, you should have thrown all that away. I tried to tell you, we got roasted for that. And do you put Creole season on everything, girl? Tim, everything I cook, you say is good because it all tastes the same. Girl, I don't know. Can we get a little bit of more flavor in the house sometime, please? Tim, if you want more flavor, go over to that other woman's house allegedly you be dealing with. I don't know. That's what they be saying. I'm starting to think you eating twice around here. On top of your second and third lunches I be making, and second and third dinners, your late night snacks, your 2 breakfasts in the morning that I have to cook before the boys even get up to go do farm chores. Then there's nothing even left for them to eat. I don't know what to tell you, Tim, but you think you slick, and I'm not falling for it.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of IAG trailers and bonus footage. This is definitely bonus footage because it's already
Megan, it is bonus footage because your pans and your hands is clean.
occasion that we bring y'all into our dinner time, especially at the beginning of a video. Usually we start y'all at the beginning of our day, but we are getting prepared to cook our dinner, and I'm excited because Tim smoked some ribs the other weekend, and he uncovered some lamb, and I thought that I was out of lamb.
Okay, let me ask you a question. If you think you out of something, right, that means in your mind you have no more, right? So if somehow you apparently remove some ribs and find some meat, right? Are you going to eat it if you don't know or remember how long that meat's been there? Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed.
I had forgotten that I had to put lamb in both freezers because we had an overflow of different meats. And so...
Why is she acting like she Arby? Y'all ain't got the meats. You had pork and lamb. We had different meats. No, you had different cuts of pork and ground up lamb. That's all y'all had in there. Next, and maybe a duck or two.
Now that he smoked all those ribs, there were several packages of lamb underneath them, and I am lambing it up. We are having lamb for dinner tonight.
Peanut game. We coming in here talking about how much that's too much pork for the boys to be eating, all that stuff. They gonna get gout and all that, right? Now, what did Megan just tell you? Did you catch it? Don't worry, calm down. We off the pork for a minute. I'm gonna be lambing it up. That's for y'all.
And we're having what we call LAMBGHETTI. So it is the same recipe as spaghetti, but we're substituting lamb in the place of ground beef. And we do this sometimes even with ground turkey. But this is a really great recipe, and I don't have the lamb completely unthawed. I just took it out maybe around midday lunchtime. So I'm doing my thing where I kind of cook it on low and let it defrost, then break it up, and it completely cooks through.
Okay, Megan, this is the thing. This is the reason why people say you can't cook. You don't even realize that your first meat that, as you say, defrosts, that unthaws, that cooks all the way, while you waiting for the brick in the middle to get right, all that stuff gonna be rubber. Good luck with that spaghetti.
Properly seasoned. So I like to get my seasoning on my meat right away so that it cooks throughout and the seasoning is throughout all of the meat. So I've got that going. Here I've got a big pot of water for our pasta. So we'll do some whole wheat spaghetti noodles.
Do you notice they try to act like they eat more healthier stuff than the average people, but your man keep getting bigger? How's that possible? How's that possible? And let me just ask you this. Since everything is so healthy out there, why do y'all not realize all that pork is not good for these babies? Or even y'all, with y'all's heart, with y'all's cholesterol, with all that stuff? Why don't y'all understand that this is not cool? But y'all off the pork for right now, so I'll give you a pass.
And we're gonna have this sauce just cooked in some regular spaghetti sauce, jarred spaghetti sauce that we bought. And then we'll also...
Okay, let me just ask you this. Does he have any content? I'll wait. No, I won't. What does this have to do with IAG Farms? Does this have anything to do with the farm? No. Does it have anything to do with God? No. What does it have to do with? Y'all gonna sit up and pay me to watch Megan make spaghetti? Funky spaghetti. That's all I got to say about it. And you gonna see why I call it funky spaghetti in a minute. Oh, well, I ain't even gonna say that yet. Whole show alleged talk.
So, just some broccoli. So I have just a pack of frozen broccoli, and I'm gonna...
Peanut game, is that us? Is that us? We always ask them, where the vegetables, where the vegetables, where the vegetables? What Charlie B always come here and say. She don't do nothing but them raggedy nass green beans. And I said nass. If you want to, go back. I just make it sound good. Listen, now, listen, that's all she cooks is them raggedy green beans, right? Oh, now she's doing broccoli. Oh, now the kids is getting vegetables. Oh, that's all us.
Toss it on the stove top and just kind of cook it till it's tender, and that is going to be our meal for tonight. Alright, y'all, so just stick around for this bonus footage and we will see if we can get dinner cooked and end this night with a delicious meal. Fellowshipping together as a family.
Okay, I'm convinced now that we are right. That's the reaction channel. We gotta be right. Cause J-Dub, my man, he be rocking with him. Listen, like he said, he agreed with me. This whole thing is a scam. This is for the new people, because he know his older people that fell off. His older subscribers and stuff, they probably ain't rocking with you no more. All the new people you got coming in here, like we said, you trying to convince them that you're a better person than everybody else knows you are. You want me to prove it right here? How often do we see Tim eat with his family? What did Megan just say? Dinner at the family. Okay, Tim's a pastor, don't even pray over the kids' food, number one. Number two, most of the time that the kids eat, the boys eat, Megan don't even eat with them. Number three, most of the time, Tim don't even be in the living room, which is right in front of the kitty card table. Yes or no? So now all of a sudden they eat together as a family, guys. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. Whole show alleged. Y'all see what's going on? They know they 20, 30,000 people watching them now, 40,000 if they let it roll. They know them as all new people or people coming over that really don't know this brother. Yes or no? Y'all see what's going on here? Or it says he's got over 100-something thousand people, subscribers. Why you only got like 32,000 people watching you, bruh? Because it was probably the new people falling for your malarkey.
There you go. You got something to say?
No jokey joke right here. You know he doesn't have nothing to say. And at this point, you're embarrassing your son and you're embarrassing yourself, sir. Whole show alleged.
Hey, Megan, what you got there? Hold it up. Prop it up so we can see it. Yeah, that look real stank, girl. But I ain't gonna say nothing. Damn, don't be calling my food stank. You gonna eat it. You gonna eat it with your fat self. Nigga, you just get that off the counter. What'd you just spray on there? What'd you just spray on there, girl? That wasn't no bleach. You supposed to clean that up with bleach. Everybody know that. Don't worry about it. If Benjamin get up here, get his hands up here, he just gets some kind of salmonella or something. I'm not worried about it. Anyway, you not worried about, we ain't worried about anything else when they come to these boys. They ain't gonna be able to have no education, read or count when they leave the farm. So who cares, Tim? Ooh, you really let it all hang out tonight because you getting on my nerves. You know the real Megan in the building. Did you say in the building, the girl, that Charlie B messed? It's not about Charlie B. It's about being real, and it's about you knowing that I'm getting tired of you not realizing who in charge here. I know who in control. You can be in control all you want to make people think that, but everybody knows who it is. It is all about me, and I can prove that. How can you prove that, girl? Because I do everything. Everything like what? I'm cooking your meals. I help the kids with farm chores. You swear you do it. I give you all my money. And you ain't never gave me all your money. You ain't gave me nothing. I'm self-made, girl. I built this up. Okay, well, wait till Charlie B's next vlog. Oh, you been talking to Charlie B all of a sudden? No, I just know how Charlie B works. And he be mixing stuff together to make it right. So wait till his next vlog.
And Megan, you're right. I will prove that point in my next vault because this deserves one. Let's get it. Let's go. Where she's actually, they got the meat ground up because I'm not wasting your time with all this.
Okay, Megan, getting back to what I was saying the first time. The meat that threw out first is thawed out, Tim, not thrown out. I said thawed out. No, you didn't. Anyway, girl, the meat that thawed out first, that ain't gonna be rougher and tougher than the other meat. Tim, just let me do this. Just you clean that up real good so ain't nothing they can say about you draining none of this. Tim, I got this. Watch this.
Alright, y'all, the noodles are ready and the meat is also ready, but I'm gonna go ahead and drain the noodles first and then I'll go ahead and drain the meat. I've already seasoned the meat even though I haven't drained it yet because I needed to get that meat seasoned while it was still uncooked because it's really hard to season it after it's cooked already.
Did y'all catch it? Does she talk in circles and they have no content? She's just saying anything to get y'all to get the time to go by so they can film something. Okay, I season my meat before it unthaws because it's hard to kind of season it after. Okay, my whole point is this, Megan. It's ground hamburger. I understand a lot of people do season their meat. Miss B do, my mama do, I do. My whole thing is this, though. My whole point is you're making spaghetti. How hard would it be to season the sauce afterwards? Because that's what you're going to do regardless. So how much seasoning did you really need in that hamburger meat if you retract in that lamb meat if you really was going to make spaghetti anyway? And like I said before, if you'd had your onions, your bell peppers, your fresh garlic and stuff like that, you really wouldn't have needed no seasoning, Miss Lady. Let's get it. Let's go. Let's proceed. Whole show alleged.
So we'll go ahead, get these noodles drained, and then we'll get our meat drained and we'll get it sauced. And I'm also going to add a little bit of the juice from the meat to the noodles so that the noodles don't dry out.
Okay, can somebody come in here and tell me who drains their spaghetti and then adds the fat off your hamburger, the fat off your lamb, off your pork, off your turkey? Who does this? Who adds the fat to their noodles, to their spaghetti? I'll wait. No, I won't. Nobody, Megan. That's gross. That is gross. Can y'all come in here and tell me if y'all do that? I'm just saying, I don't know. If this is something new in the culinary world, can y'all come and tell me, yeah, Charlie B, that's a new thing and it's good? Because right now, I've never heard it. I've never seen it. And to me, I think it's gross. Not putting this on y'all yet. I'm just sitting here like, ew, and I'm going to show you her doing it.
Megan, now I just want to ask you a question. What, Tam? Isn't all that water mixing together right there, like that's running in the sink, and you got the noodles straight on that flat bottom of the sink? Because that's not a colander. That's not a colander, Megan. I know it's not, Tim. Isn't that for the vegetables, to steam the vegetables, girl? Yes, but you wouldn't buy me a colander, so I have to use what I got. Girl, they gonna roast us. Oh, they gonna roast us. All that water in the bottom of that sink is all this. Megan, everything that drained into the sink and all that, it just backed up onto your noodles, Megan. No, it didn't, Tim. That's what you think, and that's how you think. Girl, that's how everybody gonna look at this. Look at this. And did you just throw some noodles back in there from the sink? Girl, I'm done. Girl, I'm done. And you just go, girl, did you? Most people rinse their noodles, man. I ain't rinsing nothing. I want all the starch, Tim. Okay, that might be why I'm so hefty. Anyway, I'm gonna just look at what you gonna do with that now? Now I'm gonna use my steamer like a colander for this grease so I could catch the grease so I could pour it on my noodles later. Will you leave me alone, Tim? You know how I cook. Okay, well, can I just ask you a question? It better not be dumb. Why didn't you use that for the broccoli? What, the steamer? Yeah. Because I needed it for the meat and for the noodles. Because you didn't buy me a colander. Oh, so this is all back gonna fall on me now? Yes, always, all day. And you know because you wrong. Everything I ask for, if the subscribers don't get it, I ain't got it. You need to beg a little bit more like me. I beg for the stuff I get. Yeah. You always begging for stuff, and you have me beg the next day after Charlie B busts you out and say you're begging for it. I don't want to hear nothing, girl. So, what you gonna do now? I'm about to show everybody how to keep they noodles right. Megan, can I just say something? You didn't even press that meat down or nothing to get the rest of the drainage off.
Some good looking broth there.
I know, here's a little bit of my broth from my lamb, and I'm just going to add a little bit of this to the noodle, and that'll keep the noodles nice and loose and tender.
Okay, y'all come in and tell me if that's what we did. Is that how we cooking now? Is that how it worked? And why does she always call the fat off of something broth? Like she done soaked the bones and everything and boiled all that up and got everything. She don't even know how to make broth. If she considered the fat off of meat broth. Bim, bim, bim. Can this lady cook? Yes or no? And she's gonna tell you it's fat. Let's proceed. Whole show alleged.
While we wait.
I see what you're doing because I remember when I was younger seeing my mom put a stick of butter in the noodles. And so instead of butter, you're putting a little bit of lamb
natural
oil in there.
So a lot of people add oil to their noodles, a little bit of butter, a little just dash of olive oil or something just to keep the noodles loose because that will dry out and get hard. So usually I have ground turkey or ground lamb, and I just use a little bit of this natural oil, I guess, broth, liquid from the meat to keep it loose instead of adding another oil. So
sounds good. Anytime you can eliminate butter or salt or anything like that.
And it's just a good natural fat that we've raised ourselves.
No, my mom Italian, baby. You can't play me like that. A little olive oil, you telling me it's worse than what she just poured in that pot? A little olive oil, mix it up, perfect. Now, you're telling me, and if you really want to go Italian on them, take some of your spaghetti sauce that's like in the corner where the meat ain't really adding up. You can get some meat in there. It doesn't matter. Take the meat, right? Little trick. My mama gonna be mad. Hey, mom, I'm giving away one of the recipes. You get your spaghetti noodles done, right? They in the pot, right? You don't want them to stick. Take a little bit of pasta out the pan. Throw it in there. Just a little bit. Swirl it around until it's all barely coated. The noodles, swirl it around until it's all barely coated. You could use your own pasta sauce so your noodles don't dry out, ma'am. That's how my mama do it. And the noodles just don't taste like noodles anymore. Little tip for tonight. I'm gonna get in trouble.
So I'm actually gonna go ahead and get my broccoli going here.
See, now you're trying to make it look like you could cook. You should have just used a steamer for that, girl. Like I told Tim, leave me alone. I don't have to use a steamer for nothing. I'm just going to try to get this back. Oh, I don't know what to do.
Get scissors before I have it spilled all over the kitchen.
I just bite it over, gnaw on it a couple times. Come right over.
That's your problem, Tim. You always want to take the easy way out. Go ahead and tear up your teeth trying to just gnaw on something and rip it open. That's allegedly how we got into the trouble we at now. While your seats all ripped up. Thought they was hamburgers. I swear, I can't trust this man with nothing.
Alright, so what's next?
I'm going to put just a little bit of garlic, salt, and water in with this broccoli. Then
Okay, Megan, now you know garlic salt is salt, right? Jump back. Didn't y'all say y'all was off the salt and off the sugar? That's why you even putting raw honey in your tea? Let's get it, let's go. But you could use salt substitute, like garlic salt. Just as long as it don't say salt and got the little girl holding an umbrella on it.
I'm going to add some spaghetti sauce to the lamb and get that back going.
Show me what that is again.
This is garlic salt, so it's just garlic and salt. And then I'll need maybe about an eighth of a cup of water. Sometimes I have to add more, depending on how hot and how high I'm cooking it, just so that it doesn't stick.
Okay, as being a cook and knowing how to cook, allegedly, would y'all agree with me? She poured all that garlic salt on top of there. Stop, little woo. She poured all that garlic salt on top of there, right? And then took the water and went around it. Only thing she's doing is steaming that salt into that broccoli. Yes or no? Not putting this on y'all yet. Yes or no? And did she put enough of it on there? Just my opinion. I'm just saying it was a little much. You heavy-handed when it comes to them seasonings, girl.
You actually don't have to use oil. You can use oil, but you can just use a little bit of water with your vegetables when you're cooking.
Help them steam a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. That on low. Get that going. So that should be good. And now I'm going to grab my spaghetti sauce and get the LAMBGHETTI going.
Why she said like she was really about to do something? Get the LAMBGHETTI going. All you about to do is pour that in there with some with some pretty much nothing. So a little Italian seasoning and some other stuff. Man, Megan, you didn't even doctor that stuff up the way you could have. It's just, and you bought traditional. You couldn't get nothing with the vegetables already in it, so your boys didn't even, never mind. Look, Megan, if you really want to scam and you don't have time like Charlie B do it, and it takes 5 hours to do my spaghetti, but anyway, because what I do, I put all the vegetables in it, and they basically emulsify if you cook it that long. With you stirring it and everything, so my kids don't know that they're eating all this other stuff, and it's in there. You feel me? Okay, but if you wanted to do it quick, you should have got the chunky spaghetti sauce, threw it in the blender, got a regular spaghetti sauce, mixed all that together, and then they would have never known the difference, and they could have got all their vegetables with it. But allegedly, you don't think that far ahead, and y'all just out there throwing stuff at the wall to see if it stick, huh? Because let's jump back to like the deer dip y'all had that Tim was bragging about. Yeah, we having deer dip. Like y'all had it all the time. Little man told on you. We ain't never had this before. You just be throwing stuff at the wall to see if it stick. We've been watching you cook for a long time. We ain't never seen no LAMBGHETTI.
And soon we'll be making our own spaghetti sauce because we'll have a garden full of tomatoes.
That's right.
Damn, that's why people don't trust you. What's pretty soon to you? You already said a year and a half before you could plant anything out there. The stuff has to grow, so 2 years from now, you'll have some tomatoes. Is that pretty soon to y'all? No, I put this on everybody.
Once we can get all of our meat producing and on a good schedule, and we keep deep freezers full of meat, and we have enough to give to those in need, then we can start canning and growing vegetables.
We can move on to vegetables.
They done gave away one hog and some sausage to the dude who do her hair. And now they already getting y'all ready for, oh yeah, we gonna be canning and selling fruits and vegetables too. You gonna start talking about that 2 years before you start doing it? I hope you, if they fall for that, bro, oh, you really got them. You really got them mind gone. You got all your subscribers and your BTM, ooh, they minds is really rock. If you can start talking about you gonna start doing vegetables now. Well, wait a minute. He played them like that with the hogs and stuff for years, so it might just work, y'all. Whole show legend.
It's so moist.
Tim, you're such an idiot. The lamb has no choice but to look moist. It's swimming in sauce. Bim, bim, bim. What? He ain't catch that. He ain't catch that.
Lamb is such a tender, delicious meat. It really is. So juicy and flavorful.
And our ground lamb is super juicy and flavorful because we don't get any other cuts of lamb made. Like we don't get lamb chops, we don't get the leg of lamb, we don't get lamb steaks or anything like that. So all of those like high quality cuts of premium cuts of meat, we ground into ground meat because that's mainly what we use for most of our meals is ground meat. And so we kind of like, you know, we have kids and they're not interested in a lamb steak or a lamb chop or a leg of lamb.
Roasted.
Okay, Tim, this is what I noticed. Usually your kids eat what you've been feeding them from the door. You feel me? If they'd have known about, because my daughter ate, she'll mess a lamb chop up. You know, a cut of lamb, about 3 or 4, depending on how big they is, bruh. So you don't sit up and be like, what kids will eat? Oh, they kids, they only gonna eat this and eat that. Kids eat what they've been introduced to early. If you've never fed your kids any vegetables, you can't expect them to sit up there and look at spinach like, ooh, that looks good. But if they've been eating spinach all their life, Tim, they would eat it and they'd be used to it. You act like, and you just said, can we just put it out there? Did y'all catch it? Oh, my kids ain't used to no steaks, no lamb chops, no none of this. Oh, they don't do none of that. So let's just be honest. Jump back. I can't remember what it was, but your son wanted to try something new the second to last time. That's not the last time y'all went out, but the time before that. Didn't he want some oysters or something? And you told him, boy, you crazy. Wouldn't even let him try it. That's why your boys don't eat certain things. And they only want spaghetti, allegedly.
Right. So they're more interested in spaghetti, and that's how you can get them to eat it, and it's a successful meal.
So good.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Like this on top of those noodles. Come on now.
Yeah. So we have all of the premium cuts within our ground lamb, and so it's not as lean as usual, where it just be off cuts, but it's like the premium cuts made into the ground lamb. Cause you think about like the ground beef,
right?
And it's like a high quality ground beef is like a little bit of fat added with the meat, like a certain percentage, and so we take the whole lamb and ground it into ground lamb.
I'm looking for Megan's lines because she was clearly standing there like, what am I supposed to do now? Just cook the sauce.
So this is good to go. I'm gonna add a few seasonings. I think I'm gonna add some Italian seasoning in here and just let it simmer on low. And then I might kick up the broccoli a little bit, but just kick up the heat. But I'm going to cook this broccoli until it's tender. And so about the time the broccoli is ready, we'll be ready to eat. This will just kind of be simmering, but it's pretty much done now.
Did you hear this non-cooking woman? It's pretty much done now. So basically, you just gonna throw that Italian seasoning in there, throw all your other seasoning in there, not turn it on and let it percolate and let everything blend together so you got a nice flavor throughout. It's pretty much done now. So by the time the broccoli get done, that's how I cook y'all my spaghetti sauce. If the broccoli done, we can eat. Okay, hey, teach his own. Teach his own. I don't know. Everybody might cook spaghetti and eat broccoli with it. I've never heard of that. Broccoli and spaghetti. Where the garlic bread? I'd rather have. Give me a plate of spaghetti and some garlic bread. We ate broccoli last night. I don't need no more fried vegetables right now. Let me just go in on the plate of spaghetti tonight. Right? My whole point is this. And can anybody come in here and tell me, truthfully, was pouring that grease, because that's what it was, on them noodles a new thing? Because I'm confused.
Seasoning. I'm going to add just a little bit of Italian seasoning here.
Don't get spaghetti Italian vibes going.
That's right.
Then let me just tell you this right now. With the skills your wife got, there's nothing in her cabinet that she can Italianize that spaghetti in that pan. It's done. It's done, bro. It's done. You might as well just put it in the floor and feed it to Gideon. It's done, bro. I mean, is it edible? Probably. The meat's done, and she just poured it in there. But I'll just tell you this. It probably don't taste like Nathan.
Because you can take this in so many different directions with some of the same ingredients. I literally will make chili with my ground meat, and but instead of adding like a lot of Italian seasoning, I add chili powder, a lot of chili powder, and that kind of takes the same meat and sauce to a different place. I just add.
This woman cannot cook, and that's gross. Okay, for her chili, she does the same thing, the meat, the sauce, and then she just throws chili powder in it. That's her chili? Would y'all eat it? Would y'all eat it? And she probably put some beans in that. Would y'all eat it? Is that chili? No! Not none, I won't.
Alright, y'all, I'm going to take y'all through everything that we have going here because we're almost at that point where everything is cooked. So I've already got my noodles back here cooked and ready to go with a little bit of broth from the lamb, keeping that nice and soft and tender.
How are we back to that being brothy? You yourself had already said it was fat.
Then I've got my broccoli here. I just put it on, so you see that the water at the bottom is starting to bubble, boil, and steam, creating a steam that's going to cook the broccoli. We actually didn't have to use any butter or oil here.
Like I said, that broccoli sitting in that pan the same way it was. She hasn't stirred it, mixed it up, or did nothing. All that salt just baking right down into that. Yes or no? The garlic salt. Remember, jump back.
And now, the star of the show. I've got my ground lamb in spaghetti sauce. And
Hey, you calling it spaghetti, but it's about a step away from sloppy Joe.
so it's a beautiful thing to be at this point where we can literally be eating the fruit of our labor. We can literally be taking in something that we've labored over for months and years, and now it's producing something that's giving us life, literally giving us life on a day-to-day basis. So I just am so grateful to the Lord for giving us this vision, and then to be able to operate in it, to flow in it. It brings me joy to cook meals with our own food, and the taste is phenomenal. It is really, really good. And I think it does taste good. It does taste better than store-bought food, but then there's an element there of when you raise something with your own hands, and you make the bread, you knead the bread with your own hands. When you do the farm chores every day and you raise the meat, it's a connection that you have to it that makes it taste better, that makes it all the more worthwhile. So, eating this is an experience. It's not just, oh, that's food, but it's like we are doing what the Lord has called us to do.
Okay, no jokey joke right here. I played all that for two reasons. Number one, so you can listen to what she says and keep throwing God into it. Like, y'all can't dispute it because we're using the word God now. And can I just say this? Number two, did y'all notice where the boys are? They're in the back room. Like I said, jump back. Was I right? Oh, Benjamin, you'll be in the back room with them in a minute. He's in there now. He's in there right now. Real time. Okay? My whole point is this. Why is he screaming? Oh, if y'all didn't notice it, the whole time basically that she said all that, nobody's caring that a 1-year-old is back there with from 9 down, and he's screaming. Why is he screaming like that, and who's doing what to him? Is anybody going to check on this? No, because we got to get to content. And let me just be honest. We could tell that that's what was going on because Tim chopped and screwed it up. That's the same amount of spaghetti that was in that pan before all the plates was made by the time she came back and was talking about how grateful she was and all this, and this is what God wants them to do. Did y'all catch that? Did y'all catch that? So we really don't know what time the kids ate and how long did it take that broccoli to get done, because that steaming you was doing in there, okay, in the toilet with everything else on that farm. Let's get it. Let's go to proceed. I'm not going to waste your time anymore tonight with this filth. I got to do a vault now. So I got more work to do. My whole point is this. Let's get to this countdown. Shall we?
Y'all, I cannot wait to enjoy this meal, but I want y'all to enjoy some sneak peek footage. So I'm going to count y'all down.
Come on, Benjamin. Come on and count them up.
Oh, yeah.
Slash down. Come on, Benjamin. They don't believe you can count to 5.
That's all us. We all over it. They don't believe you can count to 5. Thanks for your views, Tim.
Benjamin. Boys, y'all come on in here and let's count them up. Slash count them down. That way we can get him in here. He's back there with the boys.
Yes or no? Was it last week Charlie B was like, oh, don't worry, Benjamin, you'll be back in that room in a minute.
Got the pencil pad back there. Watching Little House on the Prairie. High
When those in there picking cartoons.
Oh, yeah. High What cartoon did you pick, no?
Gigantosaurus.
There you go. Tim.
Okay, Tim, this is getting real ridiculous because this whole show is starting to look like Charlie B's show and his comments you just answering. Okay. Didn't y'all come in and be like, they only watch themselves, the little boy only sees himself? Didn't y'all come in and be like, it's programming. That's all they see, blah, blah, blah. Now he's got the little boys coming out to my, yeah, we watch cartoons, we watch what we want to watch. Bim, bim, bim. Are y'all catching it? Are y'all catching it? Okay, was that answering us? Yes. Now, we've been coming in here talking about how you treat Tim Jr. like trash, allegedly, right? Okay, you talked to all the boys, gave them high five, but allegedly, you put the extra clap on the Tim Jr. to make everybody think that that's your favorite because he's your namesake, like Charlie B been saying. Not gonna put this on y'all yet. Did y'all catch it? Then wasn't the same sounds as Tim Jr.'s, because that was an add-on. Did y'all catch it? Now, let's proceed to this countdown before anything else goes wrong. All right? And let me just say this. When they called Benjamin to come out the room, the other little boys knew to stay in there, didn't they? Didn't they? It's not funny. But were they going to come out that room until Tim called them? Because they're in prison, allegedly. Cell block 4 is what I call that back there. That's what I call that. CB4, just like in the movie. Tim calls himself Gusto. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed.
Alright, Benjamin. You gonna pick him up?
Come on, baby. Come on. Want to count down?
What's going on, home?
He was high fiving me. High five.
Y'all go there, mama.
High five. All right, you ready for this, Benjamin? We're going to count up.
Do a practice run first.
Okay, Benjamin, you ready? What number is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
No jokey joke right here. Do they look stupid right now? Do they look stupid trying to prove that this little boy can talk? Because they know he should be talking, allegedly, right? Okay. All the cooing and everything should be gone by now. He should be saying something, right? How intelligent do these two parents look trying to prove a point that their son could talk and they know he can't? How intelligent do they look knowing that he can make the movements? And when you say, give me a high five, he can do all this, but he can't tell you hi, or he can't say mama or dada. You don't see a problem with that? You don't see a problem with that? That's why everybody sees a problem with y'all.
I'm going to say it.
You ready?
You ready?
Because I'm going to say it for the real thing.
Okay. All right. So, here we go. We're counting y'all down for this sneak peek, or counting y'all up.
Tell them the reason why.
We're counting y'all up because Benjamin is soaking in everything, and he loves watching the IG episode trailers, the bonus footage, all of our videos.
No jokey joke again. Allegedly, they just habitually lied to you because the reason that they started doing it this way is because their sons can't do it. They can't 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 it with their fingers without staring at their hands, without messing up the numbers and things like that. This is why the boys were making their dad look bad, allegedly, on the show, so he had to stop it. Just like, where's Resurrection Ranch? Megan, your numbers wasn't up and wasn't doing that good, started making Tim look bad, scrapped it, didn't he? Now, since I said something, let's see how quick she come back with financial literacy, y'all. Just to prove a point, right? But my whole point is this. Yes or no, not putting this on y'all yet, but y'all can answer me in the comments if you want to. Yes or no, was them boys struggling with 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? And was everybody, all his kids, acting like they did have the same brain, and all of them was acting like they was being taught from Brother Man from the 5th floor? Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. Because that's what Megan acts like. Whole show lady.
So, he was learning how to count from 5 to 1. And we want him to learn how to count from 1 to 5 first. So we're going to count y'all up for Benjamin from 1 to 5.
All right, Benjamin, you ready? Don't you feel so special? We done changed the whole system of IG sneak peeks episode trailers for you.
Yes or no? You see how they rubbing it in like it's Benjamin, it's Benjamin, it's Benjamin. No, the reason you stopped doing it, because allegedly, your son that just skipped the 4th grade going to the 5th, he was one of the ones staring at his hand the most trying to get it right. Let's get it, let's go, let's proceed. And Tim Jr., that is not your fault. That's your mom's fault. That's your daddy's fault for allowing your mama to teach you the way she does. Inadequately. Y'all are getting no education, son. If you see this, bruh, Uncle Charlie telling you right now, allegedly, your parents aren't teaching you anything when it comes to schoolwork and knowledge of how to live outside of the farm and the realm of your father, who isn't a narcissist. I'm just going to let you know that. Look it up if y'all don't know what it is. Whole show alleged.
Alright, so we're gonna count y'all up for this sneak peek in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'm out. I'm done. Did y'all catch it? Y'all catch it? Titus in up here talking about 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. His fingers never even moved. Did you see 10? Straight pan off of him once his fingers wasn't moving. Oh, you messing me up, boy, even counting the right way. Charlie be out. I love y'all. Y'all be easy. Sorry I took so long tonight.